welcome back to Retired Happy. This is your Retired Happy friend Carolyn from Mississippi. And if you're just joining us, my channel is all about what we do in our retirement. Retirement is a journey, and it's what gives us joy and happiness, what gives us a sense of fulfillment and purpose in life, and what we enjoy. And we can share together. I share a lot of cooking that I do, a lot of the recipes that I have done for many years. I share a lot of my sewing projects with you that I have done and how to make certain simple, easy, quick projects that don't take us a whole lot of time, but they're fun to make, and it's something that we can use to give to somebody or use as a gift. I also share crochet and watercolor painting, and I have just gotten back into knitting. So on today's video, I'm going to show you how I made the creamed squash casserole. I had that when I had the fried okra and the country ham. So I'll show you step by step on how easy that is to make, and it is so delicious and satisfying. I'll also share with you my project on my knitting, getting back into my knitting. My hands are beginning to get comfortable holding 2 needles and yarn again, because I have been crocheting for so long. I have veered off from knitting and just really focused mostly on crochet. And then at the end, I'll also share with you my lunch, which was it's like a crab salad, and it's a lot like the lobster roll I had when I visited in New Hampshire. But it's very good, very nutritious and economical, and it's something that I enjoy in this hot summertime. So I just got home from church. Today is Sunday, and a friend went with me to church, and then I ate lunch with her, and now I'm back home. So I was so happy to see so many of the leaves falling on the ground. It's a good sign that cool weather and fall is on the way, when I can enjoy getting back outside again. But mostly it's the birch trees and the crepe myrtle trees that are shedding their leaves now, and makes a really good fall crunch when I walk across them. So my thankful for today is just thankful for what I have in life. I have been so blessed with my health, my home, friends and family that are close by that I have a contact with. And I'm just thankful for all the many blessings God has given me, for this new venture and on this retirement journey of the YouTube channel and all of my YouTube community now. So you are a blessing to me, and I look forward to all your comments and hearing what's going on in your life. And then my good word for today, our sermon today, we were still in Luke chapter 15, and he took up today with verse 11. And usually when we read it and focus in on the prodigal son. It's about the father who had 2 sons. And in the first verse, in verse 11, it says, "And there was a man who had 2 sons." So he pointed out that the subject of the story is the man. And then it goes on to tell the story of his 2 sons, the one who wanted all of his fortune now, and how he went into a rebellious lifestyle, and then the other son who stayed with him, but he also had his share of the inheritance, and then how the prodigal son, or the son who left and squandered his inheritance, how he came back. And our pastor's message today was a different take on it. He focused in on the father, not the son, and how the father of the prodigal son is a picture to us of God as our father, and how when we have veered away, and when we have done things that we shouldn't have, and we return back to the Father, how the Father welcomes us with open arms and runs toward us to embrace us and bring us back into his fold and back into his love. And it was a beautiful story. We all got kind of emotional when he presented the story from that point of view, not the son, but from the father. So as we listen to that story, it's our mission to tell the lost or tell those who need Jesus in their lives, tell them the good news, tell them there is an answer, that there is a loving Father in heaven who is waiting for them and pursues them with open arms, and how he loves each of us so much that we can't even imagine in our own human abilities. But he is ready to welcome us back and forgive us, and that he has so much love to give us and share with us. So let that be our happy and our thankful today, that we have a loving Father welcoming us home. And next week, and Thursday, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm kind of running out of ideas. So I think I'm going to talk about things I've been thinking about on this retirement journey, on things that I may have already covered. But early on when I started, I said the 4 things that I don't do anymore, and how my journey has changed since I started my YouTube channel. And I'll probably share that Thursday. But today we're going to do 2 cooking projects. I'll share my knitting project. And please let me know in the comments what you're doing on your projects that you enjoy, and what gives you joy and happiness and a purpose, and helps to fill your time, and that you enjoy and look forward to every day. And also give me some suggestions if there's something that you would like to see, or something that you would like for us to talk about, or something that we can share with each other on this retirement journey. And so I hope you enjoyed today. Let me know if you're a knitter, what you're knitting, the projects that you're working on, the yarn that you're using to work on. I have been inspired by so many knitting YouTube channels this week, and one of the easy tutorials that I have been following is Sheep and Stitch. And this is a young lady who is in knitting, and her directions and instructions are so easy to follow that I had no trouble getting back into how to use my knitting needles and how to manage my yarn. So I suggest that. And I will share the video that I posted Thursday on my trip to Southern Needle, the yarn shop who is here local in my community, and visited with Beverly Anglin, the owner, and she showed us a lot of her specialty yarns that she has in her shop. So after I get a little bit more comfortable, she gave me the directions and showed me how to get started on a basic, simple knitting project of a dishcloth. So I got my dishcloth finished, but it's not right. I have a lot of boo-boos in there. So I have enough yarn that I'm going to make another dishcloth. I'm going to knit another dishcloth and see if I can't figure out what I didn't do right on the first one. And then I'm going to be ready to start a real project, maybe a scarf for me, or something that I think I can use and will use, because she has some beautiful yarn that I want to invest in and use and make something really beautiful. So I hope you enjoy this. Have a good week. It's going to be hot in our neighborhood this week. So we are at the end of summer, the end of August, can't believe it. But September is coming up real soon, and the schools have already started back here. They started back this past week. All the college students are going back, getting set up in their dorm rooms. And so it is that time of the year, and I made my fall apron, and I did go ahead and make 2 fall hot pads to match my apron and my pillowcases, because I just really like that little fall fabric so much. So happy end of summer, everybody. Stay cool, and I will see you again on Thursday. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel and sharing some of your time with me. And be sure and share your smile with everyone today, because chances are they're going through something pretty rough, that a smile would help them and help make their day more enjoyable. Thank you. Today on Cooking with Me, I'm making creamed squash. I have 4 small squash, and when I go to the produce stand, I like to look for the small ones. The smaller they are, the smaller the seeds are inside. So I'm going to cut up my squash, dice it up in small pieces, boil it, and then get it really soft and really done. Along with the 4 diced squash, and that really made a lot of squash, so this will make a big bowl, and it's just for me, so I didn't mean to get that much, so I think 2 squash would have been plenty. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cook it all while it's fresh, so I'm going to dice. I got a fresh Vidalia onion, and I'm going to chop and dice the onion and put that in the boiler with the squash. Put it all on to boil. I'll put a little bit of salt and pepper in it while it's boiling, and then let it cook. That is right at 1/3 of Vidalia onion chopped, and it's going in the boiler with the squash. I'm only going to add maybe 1/3 of a cup of water. Squash has so much water in it already. I'm not going to add a lot of water because I don't want to have a lot of extra liquid in it. Now the squash is soft and it's cooked. I'm going to put a little bit of cream cheese in it, maybe 1/8 of a cup, and while it's hot I'm going to let the cream cheese melt, and then I'm going to mash the squash. Cream cheese is melted in the squash, so now I'm going to add about 1/8 of a cup of milk and a big tablespoon of flour. Now the squash is soft. I have my potato masher, so I'm going to come over and mash all of the squash and get it all soft and mashed up. Now this is my milk and flour mixture, so I'm going to pour a little bit of that into the squash and get it all mixed up while I'm mashing it. See my new fall cup? I love my new fall cup. It matches my apron really well, and I love this new fall apron. I'm ready for fall. We're encouraging it to come to our house. Okay. The squash is getting all good and mashed up. Now I'm going to stick the squash in the oven to bake. It's all mashed up, and I have the cream cheese, about 1/8 of a cup of milk with a tablespoon of flour, and now I'm going to grate some cheddar cheese on top of it and bake it. This is the Colby cheese that I had last time I was making something with cheese. I don't remember what our last recipe was with cheese, but we were talking about how the Colby cheese is yellow, and I had a lot of comments about their cheddar cheese not being yellow. Yes, until I've used it up, and then I'll start on my white cheese. Okay, I think that looks like enough. So now I'm going to stick this in the oven and let it bake until it gets bubbly. Creamed squash. Everything is done. So I have the okra on my plate, and the squash is done. I'm going to scoop out some of the creamed squash on my plate. So these are all my current works in progress, my whips. So this one you recognize is the blanket to go with the baby quilt I had. This is my cake that I'm making the lap gown. This is the cotton yarn that I wanted to make a lap gown with. So there's that one. This is the arm cover for my recliner, and it's almost finished. I can do that one while I'm watching TV or the news, or I can even do that and talk, but the knitting is something else. So this is my beginning knitting, just getting back into it. And this is my most current one, my finished yellow dishcloth. Represents a lot of work. A lot of enjoyment and a lot of time well spent. I have something to show for the time. This is an all knit row. Okay, what do you think? I think it's looking good. So Maisie is patiently waiting for me to take her fro. I'm to the last row before I start the border now. So this one is knit 3 and purl 16. I had to stop and think because I'm still not used to the stitches. So after this row, I'll be ready to put the border on. And it's getting more comfortable to hold the yarn. So this is the purl row. I'm still not very fast. And I've been watching some YouTube channels, and I've been watching an awful lot of people who are knitting with the continental method, and it seems like it goes faster, but I cannot get the hang of holding my yarn the way they do. So I guess I'll go the slow route. Okay, that's the last of the purl row. Now I'm going to do the last 3 knit stitches. Okay. Isn't that pretty? I'm very happy. I'm very, very, very happy. I don't know why I have a hole there, something. I'm going to do 3 rows of knit stitch, and this will be the border. Well, this was a quick and easy little pattern. So I just finished the last row. Now, I did have a couple of boo-boos in there. I don't know if I got it straightened out correctly or not. I don't think I got that one straight right. But this is my practice sample. You can see that boo-boo right there. I don't know what I did right there. But anyway, it was a process of learning, and it will do fine for washing dishes. So now I've got to go and get a tutorial on how to bind off and finish the top. So there you go. That's my first little project finished on getting back into knitting. And I have to say it was fun, and I have to say I'm a whole lot more comfortable holding the 2 needles and the yarn now than I was a week ago. So I put my hot summertime inside to good use and purpose. So let me know what you think, and we'll see what I'm going to do for my next project. I might just do another little washcloth just for practice, because I do have plenty yarn. I have enough of this yellow yarn, I think, to make another one. So we'll see. Today is Saturday, and it's going to be a hot day, hot and humid. And for the next few days, it's going to be hot. I think it up in the 99, we may even hit 100. So today for lunch, I want something cool and light. I don't want to do any cooking. So what I'm going to do is bake, it's similar to the lobster roll I had when I went to New Hampshire. And I use it's called Leg Style Crab Select, and it's imitation crab meat. So it's very good, and I like it. And I'll tell you the ingredients on it. So the ingredients listed on it is Alaskan pollock, blue crab, snow crab, lobster, and it has eggs in it. And then it has some other flavorings and water in it. But I've been using this to make what I call my lobster roll sandwich for a pretty good while, and I love it. So today is hot. I'm going to make me a lobster roll. Now since it's just me, I don't need to make a whole lot. So I have my bun, and what I'm going to use is a hot dog bun that I have in the freezer. And this is Nature's Own butter buns. And they're really good hot dog buns. I had them for the 4th of July, and I'll probably have the other two for Labor Day because I like to have a hot dog on our on our special holidays. So I'm going to chop up the celery, and I'm going to put celery, mayonnaise, sweet pickle relish, Dijon mustard, and the crab legs. So it's really easy, really quick, and I think really delicious. So if you've had lobster roll or you live in the Northeast, you can tell me kind of if this is similar to what you have for your lobster rolls, because I was just trying to imitate and copy the lobster roll I had when I was in New Hampshire because I thoroughly enjoyed it and thought it was so good. So here we go, chopping the celery. And I hope you're staying cool in your part of the world, and hope you're coping with this heat. Even though our leaves are beginning to change and what we call katydids, those big insects are chirping out in the woods, but they're getting pretty loud, and that means that fall is coming. It's just going to take a little while. Now I'm going to get the crab legs, and I love these also just dipped in cocktail sauce and crackers. To me it's very good, and it's a good source of protein. So, and it's usually pretty inexpensive. I can still afford it. Usually these packs are maybe 2 for $5 when they're on sale at Kroger. Okay, now that's all the chopping I need to do. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my clean spoon and go into the pickle relish first. Put some pickle relish in. Then I'm going to put just a little bit of mayonnaise, a little bit of Dijon mustard. It doesn't take a lot of any of it because it's not a lot of the crab meat, because it's just for me. And Maisie's not going to get this, so this is just my lunch. And that's all I have to do. Now my hot dog bun is in my toaster oven toasting, so as soon as it gets toasted, I will take it out and put my lobster salad in my bun, and my lunch is ready. How quick and easy is that on a hot summer day? Now my hot dog bun is toasted. It just came out of my toaster oven. So I'm going to go ahead and put my salad in there, and I'll be ready to eat. Now you could put lettuce in there if you wanted to. I don't eat a lot of lettuce. It doesn't agree with me, and so therefore I let it stay at the grocery store. And you could put sliced tomato or fix it up. Like we fix a po' boy down here. We put lettuce, sliced tomato, maybe dill pickles. But this is the way I'm going to fix mine. And it really is good. I have a little bit more than will fit comfortably in my bun. But there we go. There's my sandwich. And I'm ready to sit down and eat. And this is going to be good. I'll finish eating the rest of that with my bun, but it's just not going to fit in it real well. So let me know what you think. Daisy, are you hot? Yeah, are you hot? Okay, let's go home. Good girl. Good girl. Good